Do you think you have tried every productivity hack in the book? Wait until you see these 20 bizarre tricks that can help you turbocharge your efficiency. One of them might just be the secret weapon you have been missing out. My name is Prithviraj and let's transform our lives in a very weird way. Turn on your TV and open Netflix. Don't blame me, I mentioned this video is gonna have some pretty weird tips. If you're working from home, then this can actually help you get that office vibe. Simply play some weird History Channel documentary on Netflix which you normally would never watch and keep it at a low volume. This will basically make you feel that you are not alone and someone is there with you, giving you that office-like vibe. It's even better if your TV is in a different room. Just make sure you can still hear the show, but you won't be tempted to go watch that. Task roulette. If you have a list of things that you wanna accomplish, but you don't know which one to get started, then try this method. Write down all your tasks on separate pieces of paper. This reminds me of my college days, creating chits for my exams. Put them in a jar and shake them up well. Then randomly pick one chit and start working on that. This will add an element of surprise. It will also help you avoid decision fatigue. Simply keep things interesting and playful. Rewards jar. Similar to the task jar, keep a rewards jar as well. Whenever you finish a long and stressful task, simply take something out from your rewards jar and see what you come up with. For example, while scripting this video, I got this as a reward. I can play one race session in F1 23 so that I can feel like Max Verstappen, but I eventually crashed and I thought I was better off scripting my video. Similarly, you can keep different things in your rewards jar. For example, if you finish your most important task, you can watch an episode of your favorite Netflix show, or maybe you can call your partner for a quick chat, or whatever guilty pleasures you might be having. Taking breaks is really important. Have you ever felt so lazy that you don't even want to get up from your desk even to wash your face? Get a water spray. If you're facing issues staying focused, then try this method I've invented. Simply keep a water spray on your desk and spray it on your face whenever you feel sleepy. This way you can wash your face without having to get up and feel fresh. Dear ladies, you can also use your wet wipes and stuff, but nothing is obviously gonna be more effective than this one. Pause in between. This has particularly helped me a lot. I always used to think that I will only watch one episode before getting back to work, but the thing is, the TV shows on Netflix ends in such a way that they will spark your curiosity and make you binge watch the entire thing. It will be really difficult not to start watching the next episode that way. I remember binge watching Suits and Money Heist. They always used to end in a way as if I don't watch the next episode, I'm gonna miss out on everything in my life. If you take a close look, all the TV shows generally go at a really small pace in the middle, specifically when switching between two storylines. That's the moment you need to hit the pause button. It will really feel bad doing so, but if you manage to do that, you can focus on your work as well as not feel guilty about watching your favorite show. Sticky notes. I love them. I use this as a physical to-do list. When there is a task I've been procrastinating about like forever, I just take a few sticky notes and stick them everywhere. Literally everywhere. That way, whatever you try to do, you are gonna get greeted with the same task. If you want it that bad, it has to follow you everywhere you go. And this is like the extreme step of that. This thing will keep reminding you about your task and you will eventually get it done that way. And one thing I must point out, I can't explain the amount of satisfaction I get when I tear off the sticky notes after my task is finally done. It's so therapeutic. It's helping me with my mental health. Jokes apart, give this a try. It will surely help you stay a lot more accountable. And also, if you're enjoying this video so far, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. And I will keep bringing you more such videos on productivity, tech, and life. The 5-minute rule. If you have been procrastinating for a task and totally not feeling like doing it, give yourself a dare and just start doing your task for only 5 minutes. Like if you want to practice playing the guitar every day and you're facing issues on getting started, then simply set a timer for 5 minutes and only play it for that much time. You will often end up playing more than 5 minutes. It's really easy to continue working. Starting to work is the most hardest part. However, if you don't feel like doing it even after 5 minutes, you can simply stop after that. That way, you won't feel like you deceived your own self. And some progress is better than no progress at all. And speaking about timers, try investing in a timer. Else you can use a timer app as well. But I would still prefer having a physical timer. I'm using this kitchen timer basically. Just set the duration and keep it in front of you. I was creating this reel the other day and I had to leave for somewhere after that. What I basically did was I gave myself less time than usual to complete that task. However, I was still able to complete that task in that time frame. Our mindset will automatically adjust based on how much time we have. It really affects me psychologically. I like this timer specifically because I can visually see how much time is passing. Hence, it gives me motivation to keep working and get my task done before the timer beeps. Get it? And also, speaking of giving yourself less time, try setting artificial deadlines. If you have a task that needs to be completed by Saturday, set yourself an artificial deadline. Let's suppose you have to get it done by a Wednesday instead. If you give yourself less time, you'll often see that we'll be able to get our task done in that allocated time. Always set early deadlines. If your task doesn't have a deadline, doesn't matter. Just set an imaginary deadline for yourself. Just remember this, deadlines are often our biggest motivators to help us finish our tasks. Brain dump. Start your day by jotting down everything in your mind. It can be literally literally anything. You can write down your to-do list for that specific day, or you can even write down about the last Netflix show you watched. Simply write them down. You can even try planning your day out this way. This thing will help you clear all your mental clutter. Thereby, you'll be able to start your day fresh without any nonsense going inside your head. If you are feeling really lazy, you can just throw in the towel and take a power nap for a few minutes. After getting up, simply wash your face. You won't believe how much recharged you're gonna feel doing this. There is no need to feel weird doing this. Taking strategic naps is actually a very productive thing to do. Taking a nap doesn't always mean that you have to fall asleep. Simply lie down for 10 to 15 minutes and you'll be able to feel the difference yourself. Change in scenery. I often didn't feel productive in my usual desk setup. I simply got way too much used to it, and that didn't give me the spark I needed. What I basically did was I bought this cheap desk from Amazon and then created an alternate desk setup for myself. Here I do all my research related tasks. In short, tasks that require me to concentrate deeply. If it's possible for you, try creating an alternate desk setup and only have your serious workstations over here. This way you'll be able to train your mind to get into that mindset as soon as you sit there. Else you can simply visit a coffee shop and work there if you're unable to create an alternate setup for yourself. Walk and talk meetings. When you have a client call or something like that, simply walk and talk. This way you can get your body moving and get some steps on your fitness tracker. Plus you'll feel better, as our desk job have totally limited us from getting some physical movement. Use a standing desk if possible. Standing desk can often help you burn more calories simply while doing your desk job, and it will also improve your posture. They can also help you feel more alert and energized this way and keep things interesting even if you have a desk job. Music tempo matching. This often makes me feel as if I'm in a movie. It's really simple. Match the tempo of your music to the pace of your task. Upbeat music for energetic tasks and slower tempo music for tasks that require your full concentration. As in, you can play some hard-hitting techno while you're working out or doing something that needs to be done really quick. Similarly, you can play some smooth jazz or lo-fi music while drafting something. Alright, so this one is seriously gonna help you avoid all the distractions. Try maintaining a notebook. I recommend you try doing this with a physical notepad as it will be more effective. Else you can use your iPad if you have an Apple Pencil. It just needs to be in your own handwriting. While working, if some random thought or task appear in your mind, simply write them down here. Maybe you had to call someone. Don't call them instantly, but write them down here to reflect on them later. And also random thoughts like, who won the last F1 race? What was the song that was going in my mind while I was taking a shower? What's missed me up to these days? Write everything down so that you can address all of them later. After you're done, you'll often realize that most of them didn't need your attention at all. But it was really important to address those thoughts in that given moment. If you didn't address them, they would just keep reappearing on your mind again and again, and we don't want that. Task swap. When feeling stuck on a task, like you have been doing something for a very long time but you are not getting the results, try switching to a different task for a short period of time. This can provide a mental break and spark new ideas. Else you can simply get up and take a walk around your house for 10 minutes. Or you can also have a quick chat with a friend. Recognize the time when you are the most productive. There's often a specific time of the day when you are the most productive. Try to find that out and keep repeating that. I currently found mine. I'm the most productive at around 10 to 11 AM in the morning. I'm able to achieve a lot more tasks during that time. Similarly, try to find that chunk of time for yourself. This way, you'll be able to achieve more in a very less amount of time. The rule of 3. If you take a close look, you will find out that there might be only 3 major tasks that needs to be completed on your given day. Limit your daily to-do list to have only 3 main tasks. Focus on completing these tasks first before moving to additional tasks. This way you'll not feel overwhelmed and stressed. If you have more than 3 major tasks for a given day, you are most likely overcommitting. And that's never gonna help. We sometimes just need to say no. Try out some mindfulness habits. It might sound very simple, but it's so effective. And it's also beneficial in the long run. It's very important that we take care of our mental health. You can try out doing some small habits like taking deep breaths in between work, or you can even try meditating for just 5 minutes. If you are interested in such small habits that will help you transform your life, then click here. I have shared 10 1-minute habits that you can start doing to change your life today. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you there.